She started out life as, well, many different things, but she had a scientific medical training as a registered nurse. She worked in emergency rooms, intensive care units, and went into rescuing other creatures, our friends the dolphins and whales in the Gulf of Mexico when the oil, whatever that's called, oil well was just spewing up horrible stuff over and over again. She helped lead dolphins away from some of the most polluted areas by going on a boat and coaching them how to get out of the problems that she was aware of. Well, that tells you enough to get us started. So Cindy, I'm going to turn it over to you because there's no way to summarize all of this lady's facets, and she'll tell you the important ones after enough bubbles are in the air.
Do I have to do this for an hour?
What does a squirrel have to do with dolphins? Well, the squirrel in me acknowledges the squirrel in you. Because we're all squirrels, and none of us have to be perfect. Thank God. I would like to start by acknowledging some people, okay? Didn't know that was coming, did you? I would like to fully acknowledge, Linda, could you and David please stand up? Yeah. When I died in 1999, and the circumstances aren't important, but what is important is I went to the light, and I came back through the void, and I came back with no veils. And I was already a dolphin before then. I was even more of a dolphin after that. I couldn't find the light, and if it wasn't for these two people that taught me how to find the light and bring it to me, I wouldn't be standing here. And there would be a lot of dolphins not on this planet. So thank you very much. Another person that I would love to acknowledge, and I know she's here hiding somewhere, I wrote the book Bubbles and Billy Sandwalker. My main character is an autistic child. I identify with that. Because the problem with autistic children is they have no filters, and neither do I. I can reach them when no one else can. I can go find people in comas. I do channeling and mediumship work, which is not anything special in this crowd because there's so many wonderful people that are doing that. So, but I know that Bambi changed the future of the deer, and I'm so hoping that Bubbles and Billy will educate the children and the adults as to who the dolphins really are. So Lane put 42 illustrations in there, bless her heart, and she provided the bubbles. So she'll come in a little while. Positive energy can heal the universe is the message we're trying to get out to everyone. And I'd like to fully acknowledge her. Anne. I was so astounded when you called me. I couldn't even imagine how, for someone who was living on tuna fish and crackers, how it was going to get here. And there were so many miracles that lined up to get me here and to get every single person here that I would like to fully acknowledge Anne. And also, because of Anne and her bringing to the attention of me of the golden rays, the stingrays that were going a little nuts, she got a whole chapter in the book. So she was my inspiration for that, as many people have been. I am a member of Radical Joy for Hard Times, because one of the things that I realized when I was in the middle of the oil spill and everything around me was not very pleasant, I had to learn to love the oil. And oh my goodness, what a change. An organization found me called Radical Joy for Hard Times, which dolphins are all about joy. And so we started doing these events. I had already been doing events called the beach activations. Okay? What the beach activations are is I connect with the Blue Diamond Mountains since I grew up in Arkansas. And I bring the blue star energies through the mountains and connect with them and use all of the crystals in every single beach across the world as my antenna to connect with the crystal grid and send love and healing to the water. And I'd like for you to show that real quick if you don't mind. I got some really cool pictures on my table if you want to come by and see them, because one day my guides told me to point the camera up. Uh-oh. Well, you need to go back. There you go. Not yet. They're very short. This is the beach at Navarre, where my pod lives. I'm actually a bottlenose. And this is what they showed me. These are actually frequencies that have not been on this planet before, that we're bringing in from source. And I was pretty astonished. Can y'all feel the frequencies from that? And you should see them in person. And you're going to get to, because we're doing a beach activation here tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow at 8. And there's going to be people participating all the way across the world.
8 a.m.
8 a.m. 8 infinity. Okay, get it? Also, I have been approached in the last couple of weeks. I do more things accidentally than most people do on purpose. I don't know how. But I was chosen. They're going to have a cyber world, a virtual world. It's called Cyber One. You can get the information on Facebook. We're going to be doing virtual classes. And I'm going to be doing Ascension Reiki. I'm going to be doing my SEES system. I just got poked. Thanks, guys. Which is the Spiritual Energy Ascension Systems. I've been told to teach this. I don't want to. It's very dry. I'm still trying to figure out how to make it fun. And I have a rule: if it ain't fun, I ain't doing it. Oh, I need to do a pre-warning. If anybody's easily offended, now's the time to leave. Because I can guarantee you I can do it. And quickly. Because I use humor a lot. Okay? Thank God I live in Mississippi. In the middle of the Bible Belt, where they value people who are crazy. They bring you out and show you off. So if you don't mind, could you show the I did a film that, a really short one, first one I've ever done, for Radical Joy of Hard Times. Okay, Radical Joy for Hard Times, and I asked Linda Shea to tell me about Love Heals and Joy Transforms. Now that ought to play. Play. Yeah, the slideshow's great. I'm not attached to it. Okay, a wise dolphin once told me we can't solve the problems by using the same kind of thinking that we created them with. Got to have a higher point of view. My website is Wow. Okay, that's not right. This is my new book. My guides are such tricksters. This is the cover to my Easy Read book version that's just coming out in 3 weeks. I did not mean to show this because this is enough about me. But, okay, this is the message we're trying to get out. Positive energy can heal the universe. Okay? Now, I have a policy, okay? You can talk for 10 minutes, and after that, you better know something. And I can know it all day long, and it doesn't count till you know it. Okay? I don't want to be the most intelligent dolphin in the room because we're in trouble if that in fact is the case. So what I would like for you to do is, if there's an empty chair beside you, by the way, y'all have my deepest admiration. Oh my gosh. Y'all have sat in these chairs. I can't do it. I would have both legs over my head and spinning by this time. But y'all are so great. So now we're going to get up and now we're going to play. And this is the greatest timing in the world, Anne, because after this we get to dance. So everybody get up, move your chairs to the edge of the room. This is your first test. So, the first thing, oh, I love that. Hey, did y'all notice that as soon as we started blowing bubbles, the whole room transformed? How cool is that? So the first thing we're going to do, I used to teach Ascension Reiki in Mississippi. The first time I did it, they threw my butt out. Okay? So I ran off with my boat captain, and I lived on a sailboat for 5 years. I thought that was the greatest punishment ever. After I got back, my guides told me that I was going to teach Ascension Reiki in the middle of the Bible Belt. Okay? I went, I ain't doing it. Just like I'm going through with the seas thing right now. You know, they're telling me, we want you to do this book, we want you to do that. And nope, ain't doing it. Okay, I'll be doing it in about 6 months, you'll see. But anyway, when I started teaching 350 people in the state of Mississippi Ascension Reiki, I thought, I have these moments of brilliance. Unfortunately, they last 2 seconds. And I think I'm the smartest person in the world, and then I find out everybody else is doing it too. But I came up with it on my own because there is a wealth of information out there. All we got to do is tune into it, and all kinds of people will come up with the same idea. Okay? So I started doing bubbles. And the way that, here, this is your part. Thank you, dear. Okay. The way that you do this is, I want everybody pick out the person next to them, like 1, 2. Okay? You're going to need to put that down for right now. It's okay. You can have them back, I promise. So, pick the person next. I am known as Padma, okay? Which is really a play on words because wasn't that one of the Star Wars people? Padme? Yeah, I'm actually her in another planet. Yeah, she was amazing. Unfortunately, didn't she get killed?
She died.
Yeah. I think they smashed her or something. It happened. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Okay. So pick the person next to you, and you're going to put your hands out about this far. Everybody. And by the way, I see energy, so no child left behind. So, there you go. Good job. This is your first test.
We're supposed to face each other, but I don't know.
You can face each other. Yeah. But what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands out because everybody needs to look at me first. And then you're going to bring them in gradually. And pretty soon you're going to feel like a pressure. And I know there's a lot of energy workers in here that are going to get it right away. Okay? Because I didn't come up with this. The universe did. And what I want you to do is, Linda, you want to come here? You can do it. Don't worry, your bubble will come with you everywhere you go. So what we're going to do is, after we get our bubble, you're going to choose which one goes first, and then you're going to, and I always said this in Reiki class, you're going to cut your balls in half. You're going to go slow. You're going to go slow, and your job is to observe. Is there a difference when I'm in between her hands? Where does it start? Where does it stop? There's no good or bad or right or wrong. You can't cut your balls in half wrong. And then you're going to use your other hand. And you're going to do the same. Okay? So you get to cut my bubble in half. I like to do the PG version, but I like the our version better.
We're ready for it.
Okay, so y'all go ahead. If anybody has any trouble, just raise your hand. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
I love it.
They'll be pantless. Now, you do her. Perfect. Okay, is anybody having any trouble with this? Everybody got it? If you don't have it, raise your hand. Okay, perfect. So take your hand. Now pat the edge. Got it? It's like very subtle. It's like you're just feeling. You got it. I saw it on your face. You can always tell because people's faces light up. You got it. Okay. Now she's going to cut it in two. Kathleen's a great person for you to be working with too. Perfect. Has anybody not found your balls yet? Yeah, you need to switch partners. If you hadn't already, switch partners. If anybody's having any trouble finding your balls, let me know. Y'all doing okay? Okay. Perfect. Okay, when everybody's done, let me know. Just drop your hands and let me know when you're done. Because we got more. We got more. Yoo-hoo! Okay, y'all ready to go to the second part of this? Great. So I need you to hold a microphone. I need you to hold a microphone. Okay, so make your ball. Everybody make your ball. Everybody make your ball. Has everybody got their ball? Has everybody got their ball? Okay. Joe, baby, we're well aware of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to toss that ball up and we're going to catch it. Just toss it up. Make sure you don't toss it up real high because it'll disappear and you'll have to make your ball again. Do you feel it when it hits your hands? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So I want you to, with your partner, to toss your bubble back and forth. Yeah. So just spend a couple of minutes tossing it back and forth. There, y'all work together. Is there anybody in here that's just not feeling a flipping thing? You're feeling it? Okay, good. What's really cool is I can see the energy. That's beautiful. Okay, when everybody's done with that, catch your bubbles. Everybody got your bubbles? Okay. So take your hands. Okay, here we go. So take your hands and pour it from hand to hand. Just, you feel it hit when you do that? Just, it's very subtle. It's like a sensation. You got it. I just saw your face. Your face will give it away every time because your brain doesn't engage. And all of a sudden your face will just light up and go, oh, I got it. So cool. So now we're going to really do something amazing. Okay? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
No, we got it. We got our own microphone holder right here.
I'm glad you got it handled.
Thank you. They could have the clip-ons, but I go for the big guys. So here you go. We're going to take these bubbles, and Linda Shea was gracious enough to give me an exercise that changed my life. Okay? One of the things, I was very comfortable with my dolphin self. I still am. I am a dolphin. I'm a mermaid. I'm a whale. I'm an ET. I'm a star person. I am that I am. Okay? But I didn't like being human. It sucked. I can't do money. Once the veils drop, there's certain challenges, and people need to know that. Okay? Money to me is paper. It has no meaning. There's no time. It's now. And I spend so much time channeling from the other side that when somebody asks me what day it is, I go, I have no idea. And I truly don't. When I'm sitting there and you ask me what I'm thinking and I say nothing, I mean it. There is nothing there. Now, you may have to bring me back into consciousness because I may be on Arcturia or wherever. That's okay. I'm good with that. So, it has had certain challenges, that's for sure. And one of the biggest issues that I had was safety. Okay. And by the way, for the people who think that they don't want... I see so much spiritual snobbery, I could just throw up. How many times have you heard somebody walk into the room and goes, I don't want her energy in my bubble? Well, I got news for you. Your bubble is 30 feet wide. You're in there. And if you're galactic, it may cover the whole planet. So you need to welcome your partners in contrast. Okay? We don't have white and black. We have agreements. Okay? Those are partners in contrast. And just as I had to learn to love the oil, we get to learn to love our partners in contrast because they just don't know who they really are. And it's our job to remind them. And by shining our light, that's exactly what we're doing. And when they walk through their energy field, it's so funny. I'll be in Walmart. I'll see somebody walk through my energy field and they go, woo! And I just go, heh. So make your bubble bigger and bigger. This is a variation on her beautiful exercise. I recommend that you go to YouTube because I have this variation recorded, so you can go to it anytime you want to, free. So let your bubble get bigger and bigger and bigger. Put your hands on your heart. Send yourself love. We got feedback. Send yourself love. Just for a minute. And I want you to say this statement. When I say my name, you say yours, okay? I am Cindy.
I am Lynn.
All energies that are not my own, please leave my bubble now. Yeah. So that puts y'all, I do dowsing on my finger, by the way, because I always have them and I can't lose them. So y'all are about 50%. Now say that like you mean it. I am Cindy.
I am Cindy.
All energies,
All energies
that are not my own,
that are not my own,
please leave my bubble now.
please leave my bubble now.
Take a deep breath. That got you up to 75, 80 as a group consciousness, 90. You're knocking on 95. There you go, 100. This is 0 and this is 100. Just so you know, it's a pretty good tool. This is 0 and this is 100 and I douse. So that's what I use as a thing. I know there's a name for it, but it's not coming to mind right now. As a scale, that's what it is. So the next step that we do, since I tend to leave the planet, I am Cindy. All energy that is my own, please return to me now. And take a deep breath. Yummy, huh? Did y'all feel the energy in the room shift? We're magnificent. So 75% of the energy in this room is still on some planet or another. Let's go ahead and call it back in. I think some of it may be with the dolphins, and that's okay, because you can always send it back out. But for this moment, let's get fully present. I am Cindy. All my energy. Return to me now. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Well, so I am Cindy. I ask my highest guides and masters, please step back in my bubble now. And take a deep breath and just see if it's different. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now here's the last statement which changed my life. I am Cindy. In this moment, I am safe on this planet. And take a deep breath and just breathe that in. In this moment, I am safe. Isn't that like the yummiest ever? When you open your eyes, it's different. So anytime that you get tense or upset, just take just a moment and put your hands over your heart and send it love. In this moment, I am safe. And you may have to do that several times because the world is a scary place. But in this moment, I am safe. And you know, there's really very seldom that we're actually, a tiger's going to eat us, you know, or a shark's going to come by, or somebody's going to slam into you sideways, you know. Those are very tiny moments in the overall timelines. But we live in those, and we never let go of them. It's called fear. Okay? So what's my time?
We have another 20 minutes.
Yay! Yay! We get to play another game. Beautiful. Now, in these bubbles, you can put different frequencies, okay? Another thing that saved my life was you can call the frequencies of the ocean right into your bubble, right into your home, okay? And for those of you who deal with negative energies and entities, which I call our partners in contrast, Booger Busting 101 is actually what it is, because I'm a member of Spirit Rescuers, and I go into places that, like Amityville Horror, you know, where nobody else can seem to get rid of these beings and help them to the areas for healing and further education. We built them a college, we built them a hospital, and we send them there until they are ready for the light. Okay? But anyway, in the moments where you don't feel safe, just take a second, blow a bubble. Feel how the bubbles shifted the room. Oh my gosh. We have the same reaction to bubbles we have to dolphins. It brings our child out. And who doesn't want to bring that beautiful child out? Because, I mean, when we're done, you need to go to the bathroom and look at your faces. Because there's like a whole level of light that came through. Just as soon as you called all of yourself into this moment. And the dolphins actually, I had to laugh. Because they told me one day, they said, humans don't squoze their sponges. They just sponge up everything, and they never squoze their sponges. So we just squozed our sponges. And the more you squoze those sponges, you're going to see that you're going to lose weight, emotionally and physically. Because you're not, how many people in this room are empathetic? How many people don't have a clue what empathetic is? Oh, silly girl. Yes, you do. This is really important in finding out whether you're feeling your feelings or you're feeling her feelings. His feelings. Sorry. He my buddy. I'm sure you will. I told you, I'll offend everybody in the room. Another thing that my guides told me that they were very clear about is that they are really tired of every spiritual being so freaking serious. The quickest way to find the light is through laughter. It's through giggles. They said that somehow along the pathway of man, they decided that being serious was the only way to go. And it hurt us. Because dolphins are light, and that's one of I know what she's doing, because she knows what I'm fixing to do. And I hadn't even told her. So, Linda, would you like to come up here? Okay, so I need a volunteer. Now, if Linda's hiding, you know you're in trouble. Another thing that we do is dolphins are very aware of who they are. They know who they are. They stand in their power. At the same time, they're connected to every single member of their pod. Okay? So we do all this stuff, and it's just astonishing to me. And I'm the one that's sitting in the back of the room going, hey, the emperor, he has no clothes on. You know, and I'm the one that's pointing out the insanities. Because I am an observer also, and I'm a truth sayer. So one of the ways that we create disconnect is the way that we touch each other. Dolphins are always touching, and they don't care what they touch. Humans are like, oh my God, I gotta hug her, so I'm gonna do this. What's going on is you're disrupting her whole heart chakra with that pat. You're creating disconnect. And you're creating chaos in her energy field. I'll pay you after the show. So, so anyway, one of the things that I saw that was pointed out to me, and I'm not political, I could care less, but one of the things that I saw on stage with Obama is whenever he walks up to his wife, he is a conscious hugger. Absolutely present in the moment, the whole world could stop. He's hugging the woman that he loves. So, and people that have this rule that you have to hug on one side or the other, and they walk up to you and they go, oh, you got to hug me heart to heart. My heart goes from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. You can't get out of it. So it's either stomach to stomach or liver to liver. Really. And how many times have you walked up to someone to hug them and they're like, oh no, you have to hug on this side. What does that do to your energy field? Whoa. So when I know that I've hugged several people in this room. Is it different? Is it different? I know that people hug the members of our pod. Is it different? So what we're going to do is we are going to conscious hug. And by the way, if anybody doesn't want to do that, you don't have to. No means no. Period. No argument, no justification, no nothing. No means no. You do not have to participate in any of this. Okay? Because dolphins are free.
Fix you first.
Really, you can. No, it would be okay. And that's perfectly all right. And that was perfect. I will tip you after the show. So, I'm going to put this down for a minute. Somebody want to take it? So I don't, because I know I can do it.
Yeah, you don't want to kill it.
Yeah, I can break a steel ball bearing, okay? So, y'all just watch me. So the first thing you do is you get in yourself. Be aware of who you are, which is powerful. I've met some of the most powerful, incredible people. I'm just astounded. So just be there. And then when you get ready to hug, come in for a landing. Now you've got your weight on your own feet. I'm not leaning on her. Okay? I'm just totally. Oh,
I'll get a bigger tip this way. You'll even get a fish.
Yeah.
It bubbles. How cool is that? So you see the difference in the energy for those of you who see energy? You see the difference in the consciousness? We spend so much time fighting, being present with each other, and being in our hearts. Where's Sandy? Where's Sandy? Yes, we were at the table the other day, and it was the most beautiful setup I've ever seen in my life. And I was telling them about how I am on different planets at different times in different scenarios, working with the Syrians and working with the grasshopper people, what do you call them, praying mantis people, and the crystal of grid, and sending those frequencies into this planet. And she goes, what?
I don't remember what I said. It was awesome.
We're multi-dimensional people. One of the reasons I had such a hard time coming back into this body, which is human, it's tight. It's little. Okay, I'm actually 6 foot tall and bulletproof, especially when you give me tequila. So, you know, I expect, and I know there's planets that I do this on.
I fully expect to be able to reach down and just pick up 100 pounds effortlessly. Because on those, they don't have any gravity. There you go. On this planet, not so much. On this planet, I get to enroll people to help me with that. Which is hard, because it's hard to ask for help. So everybody do a conscious hug. Remember, you can't do it wrong. So heads up, everybody, because we're going to do the greatest thing ever right now. Now that we all have this beautiful heart-to-heart connection, we're going to receive some energy. You feel how open everybody is? So anybody, this is a free will choice, anybody who does not want to receive the Blue Diamond Merkaba activation, all you got to do is not do the breath, okay? Or just tell your guides no, you won't get it. I'm not doing this. This is the transmission, and you're getting a little tiny sample, okay? This is the chiclet. So everybody ready? Okay, so the way that you do it, in the old energies, Drupala was brilliant. In the old energies, in order to create a living, working Merkaba, you had to go through the whole weekend. It cost you, I don't know, $400 or $500. You had to do all these different things. And one day the Dolphins came to me and they said, "It's the Dolphin breath. We can do this." So you can have this activation, fully activated Merkaba for the next 48 hours. A lot of you are already activated, but you may feel a little different because the Dolphins do this, I don't. Okay? So y'all ready?
Yeah.
Remember how we did that snorkel blow? Yes, David.
Standing, sitting, whatever.
However they're comfortable. Okay? I've been sitting on the floor for 3 days. It ain't that dirty. So is everybody ready? Okay. So just take a minute and center into your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose and then blow out like you're getting the water out of a snorkel. Now we're going to do it again. Take a deep breath, dolphin breath. And on the third breath, you're activated. Now the way that we're going to set this activation, and the Dolphins loved this idea, is through dance. And we have the Dolphin Tail Slapping Happy Dance tonight. So I invite you all to come, dance your little hearts out, set yourselves free. blow bubbles. The bubbles are a gift from Lane. And when you're ready, we're done. I appreciate you so much.